and just going forward.
Bit of a scrappy line out there by Unimil, and unfortunately Aubrey could see her losing that one forward. So we'll settle down to the second scrum of the game. 5 minutes gone on the clock.
As Sweet Caroline belts out at the Cape Town Stadium, adding some great atmosphere to our game here in front of us.
Oh, what a wonderful rugby day it is around the Western Cape today.
Hamilton's very proud to have hosted the Women's Currie Cup final, which was won by Border. So, absolute gracious hosts, Hamilton's.
What a pulsating encounter that was. We look forward to something similar here today, Nick. Free scoring game.
Kaname onto Arensa, who releases his back line. Kaname is going to be very important pivot here for Unimil. Oh, interception by Hamilton's.
Well, the emotions are running high here, Nick. Already every battle, every collision is personal here today.
Einstein come iron out the line out into the 22. And the refs, this referee's definitely sharp today. He knows his rules and laws.
Well,
Captain Courageous Kutsia with the throw-in. Beautifully taken there from Martins. As Hammy set up themselves. Kutsia with the carry up. A bludgeoning run forward. Now Louis Null onto Karim. Karim setting the ball down. McLaughlin there getting dirty. Not much momentum for Dean Basson to work with, but he's done well. Louis Null now back to his fly off. Apoleni did very well to hold on to it. No, he's lost it forward.
unfortunately, Sia Apoleni lost that forward into a Unimil player before regathering, and that's the call of the referee. So there'll be a scrum just inside Hammy's territory in the middle of the field, but already very noticeable here today, Nick, a cup final type atmosphere. There's a fever around this ground today, and the intensity and the emotion that's out on display on the field is certainly quite something.
Yes, as Coach Rob has mentioned in previous weeks, they're treating every game as if it's a knockout game in terms of Hamilton's ambitions to make the playoffs.
Early scrum penalty to Unimil there.
It'd be interesting to see what they choose to do. Will they go for the points on offer, or
They are going for the points. It seems like it was Devin Martinez called for a scrum infringement. And Unimil will opt for the kick for goal.
be an important first kick here for Arensa? Sorry, guys. Kaname lining it up. And it looks like he's over. Kaname just pops it over the crossbar there.
And the early points to Unimil. No side establishing any type of dominance at the moment, but the scrum penalty there going the way of Unimil against Devin Martinez. And the early 3-point lead to Milnerton.
Good gather there from Unimil. Was the 8th man Parvata, Jerome Parvata's son. Another box kick there from Kaname.
And the line out just inside Hammy's territory. Fantastic weather conditions here today, Nick. Not a breath of wind, and perfect temperature, about 20 odd, low 20s, probably 21, 22 degrees. As Aubrey Kutsia looks to feed the line out.
Yes, I think Unimil will be very happy knowing that they're still down to 14 men and they've actually managed to earn some points. Hammies now. No, turnover there for Unimil as the man just slices through the defense there. Brought up just short. And we'll go for the scrum for Unimil.
Louis now opting to go on his own there, getting isolated and turned over, and that's what led to the big overlap on the left-hand side of the field for Unimil. Luckily, Hammies were able to scramble into position and force a turnover, which they then consequently knocked on. So scrum deep inside Hammies 22, Nick. The danger signs are certainly there. Unimil look very dangerous with ball in hand. They've got tremendous speed out wide.
Yes, Unimil, a very settled team here. Been having a very good season. And just hoping to do the business today as Arons offloads it to his centre there, who was wrapped up there by the Hammies defence. Kaname now at the base of the ruck, looking to go blindside onto his prop, Van Wyk.
The referee seemed to be playing penalty advantage, but we'll have to wait and see whether that advantage has elapsed.
Kaname now holding the ball, being wrapped there by Scott. Penalty to Unimil. Another 3 points on offer. The captain, Carstens, eagerly pointing to the poles.
Well, that certainly seemed to be a 50-50 call. I think the Hamilton's player made every effort to roll away, but in the opinion of the referee, he slowed play down sufficiently to award a penalty. And Unimil now have a chance to extend their lead.
Unimil seem to be knowing what's their strength and playing to it very well today.
Well, Unimil certainly building the innings here, building a lead early on with 13 minutes to go. It has been a fairly even game so far, Nick, but here and there Hamiltons have made a few indiscretions and given Unimil the chance to build a lead.
And Kaname slots it over. Sorry, my apologies. Arons slotting that one over quite comfortably. Very composed style, and the seasoned professional that he is. Hammies now with a bit to do and think. 6 points down on the scoreboard after 14 minutes. Not going to plan, but I'm sure there's a few springs in the step of Hammies late on in the game.
This kick is deep, and it's Parvato carries into the 22, and Kaname will seek the relief of the touchline, which he finds. Certainly the halfback combination of Kaname and Arons have had a very good influence on this game so far, Nick.
Yes, indeed. Definitely ruling the roost here at the moment. Captain Kutsia with the throw-in. Be interesting to see who gets picked out. And it goes there to Mr. Wyk. Apeleni with a good carry up in the midfield there. Louis now. On to Captain Kutsia, who breaks the first tackle. Robeck now with a strong run. On to Basson, quick hands. Very enterprising player from Hamilton's back line. Going inside Karim. They just can't get Karim down here.
And another turnover at the breakdown. Magnificently won by number 13, I believe it was Roberts.
Parvata, very Chabal-like in his playing and looks.
The poor clearance there by Unimil leaves the line out just outside the 22. And he's turning over the ball while they look very dangerous in the outside there. Yazid Karim once again, and we've mentioned his name several times over the last few weeks, Nick. Whenever he touches the ball, there seems to be something on. But Unimil managed to turn over the ball inside the 22.
Karim looking in a lot of discomfort there. We hope he doesn't have to go off because he's such a star player for Hammies. Okay, he's getting up, but it's not looking good.
Looking a bit groggy there. Seems to be being helped off the field. And this might be an early substitution. Looks very concerning there for Yazid Karim. And Bernardo Buerta seems to be taking the field.
Number 23, Bernardo Buerta, entering the field of play. Kutsia finding the back pod. Not choosing to go for the maul, but spread it by the back line there.
Great read there on defense by number 13, Roberts.
And is that the Weich with the strong run up?
Steven Martinez with a great carry. He's looking to show patience and build some pressure here. Dean Basson.
He chooses to go into the boot, and Martin steps out there. Be interesting to see how Hammies choose what to do with the Unimil lineout, whether to contest.
Hammies probably not showing enough patience there in that attack, and allowing Unimil the chance to set up a ruck here and clear their lines.
Going wide, and Tattersall unfortunately just knocks it forward there. It's going to be a nice attacking scrum here for Hammies, right in deep into the 22 of Unimil.
Well, Tattersall's woes continue after getting the yellow card. He now knocks the ball on deep in his own 22. So Hammies have a really good chance here to come away with points if the scrum can hold up. Already 20 minutes, nearly 20 minutes gone. Nick has flown by.
Absolute flash in the pan here. Just shows you the great brand of rugby these two teams bring to the table. As we see the chairman there, Mr. Mike Reynolds, looking
massive
looking
scrum
on.
by Unimil, and they get the penalty, and that is a crucial penalty. Hammies looked like they were in a great position.
Bit of argy-bargy there, Mr. Robeck, deep in the heart of the matter.
Seems like Friedel Weich has a few words to say. A lot of the members of the forwards introducing themselves to one another here this afternoon, Nick. It has been already an action-packed game with a lot of emotions. And let's hope that both teams can control their emotions here today and that we don't have any incidents of foul play.
Okay, Orange going to try and set up the line out here. And as the ball comes directly to the commentary box, only gained about 10 to 15 meters there, Adrian.
Yes, not the biggest clearance, but Mornington will back their line out and try and set up an attacking platform or an exit platform here, which they duly do. Beautifully won.
Orange onto his forwards. Kaname scourging there. It's not a tidy ball, but they managed to come away with it. Brunt playing the ball there with the kick. McLaughlin with a nice catch. Onto Bernardo Buerta. He's got some gas to burn. Now on to Captain Kutsia. Now to Heinz Steenkamp. Going on to Scott. Holding on. Penalty in favor of Unimil.
Well, penalty against Hammies for holding on. Wensley Scott seemed to be in control of that ball. Certainly a few 50-50 calls for the referee to make. And in that case, he decided in favor of Unimil. So the line-out will take place just inside Hammies 22. And an opportunity for Unimil to add to their 6-point lead, which they have at the moment.
Okay, Unimil with a strong push there inside the Hammies 22. Kaname now onto Orensa. He decides to go alone. And the ref will come back for the penalty.
The penalty seemed to be for collapsing there, Nick. It wasn't entirely clear who it was that was collapsing, but the referee has decided a penalty for Unimil. And they'll stick that one into touch about 6 or 7 meters from the Hammies try line.
Unimil looking very impressive here in the opening quarter of this game.
Yes, it's certainly been a case of Unimil dominating the early exchanges here. Certainly in the scrum, they've had the advantage.
There you go, caught by Engelbrecht in the line out. Bit of slow ball there, but it's eventually come out. And currently the live score here there at Cape Town Stadium. Stormers 10 points, 15 to Ulster, and the Stormers have got a red card. Going back here, number 13, Roberts with a strong carry.
Wrapped up, Hammies over the ball, but couldn't steal it.
And ball lost forward. Hammy scrum on their own 5-meter line.
So Hammy survived there. Certainly it would have been a huge setback to concede a try, already being 6 points down, but there's a fighting spirit in this Hammy's team. Let's not forget they were 14 points to 0 down against GCT just over a month ago, and managed to lead at half time by 17-14. So one can't count the Hammies team out, Nick.
Yes, Hammies are most definitely a second half team.
Yes, and I think the results over the last few weeks for Hamilton's has been very impressive. The draw, the come from behind draw against Marty's, very impressive win over UWC, and then a real arm wrestle 2 weeks ago here against Brackenfell, which they won by 15 points to 6, also coming from behind in that game. But these are critical moments. Heinz Steenkamp will be looking to clear his lines, get Hammies further upfield, gain some territory, and maybe put the Unimil line out under pressure.
As we have a scrum reset here. And we've got our under-20 coach Andries here, who's joined us in the commentary box. The under-20s have had a sterling season so far, hey? Unbeaten.
Yes, and I believe it was a 48 points to 15 victory today, if I'm not mistaken.
Heinz Steenkamp with the clearance. Kannemeyer passing it to his winger Brandt. Brandt passing it to Roberts. And now Kannemeyer again onto Aronsa with a nice pass to his lock forward. And Unimil, some enterprising play here. Going up the field. Oh. Try time, Unimil.
Looks like it was number 6.
Is that the captain himself, Mr. Carstens?
Well, Carstens comes up with a try.
And he's living up to his stats. The 92% man.
Well,
really showing his effectiveness and efficiency for this Unimil side. Leading from the front.
Yes, Unimil stretching their lead to 11 points to 0 now with the conversion to come. And certainly the danger signs are there for Hammies. The set piece not functioning very well at the moment. Some of the decision making probably questionable too. And it looks like it's Kannemeyer that's going to line this one up, Nick.
Yes, his kicking has been pretty impressive today. Just a natural ball player and athlete. And just short. Good effort though from the far corner there. And as we move with 12 minutes to go, Unimil with an 11-0 lead.
Yeah, and much deserved. They've certainly been the more impressive team of the two early on, Nick. Hammies have a lot of work to do to fight back in this game. But as we've said many times, the important thing is how you end the half. And if Hammies can strike back here, they can certainly keep their noses in this game. As
Kannemeyer with the clearance kick, just outside his 22.
Kannemeyer only finds touch just outside his 22, and Hammies have an attacking platform here.
It's actually an important passage of play now for Hammies. They need to try and get something on the board here. They don't want the game to be a bit out of reach before half time.
So we could see will feed, and they'll look for Henko Martins.
And he catches it lovely in the air there. It's like snatching apples. Okay, Louis now trying to set something out for Hammies. Low pass onto Dean Basson, who passes it to his teammate. Louis now onto Heinz Steenkamp. Inside to Ralston, to Scott, to McLaughlin. And just not to hand. And the ref will come back for the scrum option.
Well, Hammies not showing any patience in attack there. Perhaps trying to become too creative too soon. And Heinz Steenkamp couldn't find Bernardo Buerta with that pass. It seemed to be a forward pass. And there's a scrum to Unimil and a chance gone wasted, Nick.
Yeah, you just noticed how composed the Unimil are in this half at the moment. Nothing seems to be bothering them too much. Kannemeyer with the feed. And a big push there. Big push. Really asserting their dominance in the scrum.
Well, I think the Unimil tight head prop certainly came in on the angle there. It's a bit of a questionable decision. But nonetheless, in the opinion of the referee, that was a penalty to Unimil. And he's not found touch. So a little bit of a let-off. No. The touch judge flag is up, Nick, inside the 22. I thought he may not have found touch.
Nail-biting stuff here in the Stormers game. We're in the last minute and Stormers needing to score a try to stay in the contest.
And they're currently about 6 or 7 meters from the line as Herschel Yankees.
Unimil won the line out and now they're mauling it upfield. Aronsa stepping inside, running back towards his support.
Here come Unimil. Any score now will make things very difficult for Hammies, as number 3 Van Wyk carries it forward, but the penalty for side entry coming against Unimil there, and that is a very welcome penalty for Hamilton's. Already 11 points down.
Yeah, I think Coach Robert Olivier is going to have a lot to ponder and to try and instruct his troops at the halftime interval just to try and get some ascendancy for his team.
Well, the set piece has certainly been a problem so far, particularly the scrum. They started out pretty even in the scrums, but in the last 20 minutes or so, Unimil have dominated the scrums. And there's no question it's going to be very, very difficult for Hamiltons to win this game unless they can get some sort of parity at scrum time.
Kutsia with the throw. And he finds his jumper very nicely, Mr. Wyk. Going through the hands and just can't hold on Basson. Unimil now with Parvat steaming up the midfield there. Quick ball there from Kannemeyer. Arends helping his forward to propel. And Unimil are smelling something here. Or maybe it's just they're smelling Saggy Stone's burgers.
May very well be. What's that for you? A chicken burger or beef, Nick?
It looks to be all beef here today from Unimil. Inside ball. A little hack forward, but the ref will take them back for the offside penalty.
So Hammy certainly rattled by the physicality that Unimil have brought to this game. A lot of errors creeping into their game. A little bit of desperation as well, and that penalty is for offside inside the 22. Interesting to see with just under 7 minutes to go. Unimil opt for the scrum. And the scrum has certainly been a weapon for Milnerton today. And they'll see if maybe they can use this attacking platform to extend their lead, Nick.
As both sides just having a chat amongst themselves, just trying to just sort of get some organisation ahead of this the scrum penalty.
Stormers with a crucial scrum 7 meters from the line. Let's see what they can do. Trailing 10-5 against Ulster in the semi-final. For those of you who are trying to watch both games, Stormers with scrum dominance, but the referee orders a reset at the scrum. 15-10 to Ulster at the moment, Nick, and it seems at this stage as though there will be a URC final in Ireland.
In Belfast.
In Belfast, of all places. The Bulls are well positioned to possibly win that game, already being in Ireland.
Yeah, considering Ulster being the home team will have the most distance to travel ahead of that game.
It seems like Ross Taylor has been replaced by Eadrich Viljoen in the meantime.
And that looks to be a blood.
Could be a blood replacement. We can hear the last sounds of the game between Ulster and the Stormers in the background here, Nick.
And now Unimil on the attack. The big lock forward, burgeoning through Mr. Hendricks. And now Parvat as Unimil edge closer and closer to the Hammies line. And ref judges that not to be an intentional knock-on, and he'll just come back for the scrum.
So Hammies with a knock-on and collision there, in the opinion of the referee. And Unimil are still camped in the Hamilton's 22 with 4 minutes on the clock now. These moments are certainly crucial for Hammy's hopes in this game. They are really under pressure here. Any further points for Unimil will leave a mountain to climb in the second half, Nick.
You're absolutely spot on there, Coach Adrian. As Kanemayer puts in, and he swings it wide to Aronsa. Aronsa spreading it like butro butter.
Oh, Wilton Peterson getting a falcon there in the face, Nick. Aubrey Kutsia comes away with the ball. Now Hammies have a chance.
Seems to be all happening here today, Adrian, here in the Greenpoint precinct.
Are they going to speed it up here? Is Louis Null going to look to tap and go?
And the Stormers are driving through for the line as we do our dual cast here.
The Stormers 2 or 3 meters from the line.
Go, you good things.
We want a final in South Africa. Surely if they can swing it wide.
Go on! Go the Stormers! Over! Doesn't matter. They're going berserk in Cape Town Stadium.
15 all. Can you believe it? Could be heading by extra time.
With the kick to come. Sorry, as we return back to our live broadcast, Captain Kutsia about to throw in. And our producer here, Rian, just absolutely having a good chuckle. This broadcast brought to you proudly by Stats Pro, your number one pro in stats.
Heart-stopping moments at the Cape Town Stadium, Nick. That was incredible. What a finish.
I don't know if you saw that first try by Ulster, but it looked very forward. Surprising the TMO didn't have a second look there. But anyway.
Well, we're suddenly into extra time territory. Let's switch our focus back to the game at hand. Yeah, Hamilton's trailing Unimil by 11 points to 0. It seems like the referee and his assistant are having a conversation at the moment. Not quite sure what that could be about, but Hammy's holding on, hanging on by a thread. They've been camped in their own half and then their own 22 in the last 5 or 6 minutes or so, as Aubrey Kutsia looks to feed in the line out.
You just feel the tension in the air as Aubrey Kutsia throws in. Up Peleni with a good carry. Louis Null with lovely distribution. Inside runs Rawson. Rawson to going down the line to Bernardo Buerta. And Bonota gets unstuck there.
And Buerta unfortunately turning over the ball here. And here's a big chance on the outside for Milnerton. Henko Martins covering beautifully. Up Peleni.
Oh, and the crowd are going wild. It looks like the Stormers have done something there.
Well, here comes Mani Libok. He's about 5 meters in from touch. Can he land this?
The biggest kick of his career.
Can he take the Stormers to a home final here next week?
As we wait and we watch. Oh, it's all happening here at the Stephen Oval.
Mani Libok steps forward.
And he slots it!
Yeah,
He's
nailed
Stormers
it!
have won! Oh, it's all happening!
The Stormers through to the URC final! Can you believe it?
And the crowd erupt here! There you go! The Mexican waves are blasting!
And in the meantime,
sorry, as we return to the business,
off their feet at the breakdown. Sorry, there was the small match of the URC final, which we have been keenly following here, Nick. The Stormers through to the final in dramatic circumstances.
Yeah, let's see if Hamiltons can use some of that magic in the air to get some points on the board here, as Heinz Steenkamp sets up for the kick.
Yes, last play of the first half. First half certainly dominated by the pace setters in this year's Super League A Unimil. They've been full value for their 11-point lead so far. Certainly at scrum time they've dominated, but Heinz Steenkamp will look to give Hammies some points for their efforts in the first half. So let's see if he can make this from about 45 meters or so.
He strikes it, and it's through the uprights. Heinz Steenkamp just marshalling the aircraft into the landing zone.
Well, that was a crucial penalty by Heinz Steenkamp just before half-time. It seems like
we got a minute and a half to go.
There's still a minute and a half to go, and Hammies do have another opportunity to come away with some more points if they can control this kickoff and maybe build a little bit of pressure.
Okay, sloppy regather for Unimil, but they get it in the end.
So the knock on there by Hammies, and the scrum to take place in Hammies territory with about a minute or so to go before half time. Hammies, although they're trailing by 11 points to 3, have certainly held on here when it looked like Unimil might extend their lead. And I think we've all of our spirits have been lifted here moments ago by by seeing the Stormers make the URC final, Nick. Can you imagine? Cape Town's going to be bedlam next week. The Bulls versus the Stormers in the URC final. Who could have dreamt it?
Oh. And as the boys run up the field, McLaughlin chasing, and Captain Courageous Carstens with the clean up there for Unimil.
Well, still a chance as Henko Martin tracks back. Certainly a huge chance here. Man down for Unimil.
Henko Martins, the athlete.
Exploit it.
Martins on the fly, and he's given it to his centre. Oh, just sloppy work there. Give the guys some super glue for their hands.
Unfortunately, Mario Wilson lost that in contact, and that was absolutely crucial. Hammies, for the first time in this game, on the front foot, deep inside Unimil territory, and it seems like
when Hammies click, they just look like another level, but it's just about trying to get out into that fourth gear of theirs.
Well, Hammies have certainly been physically rattled by Unimil in this first half. That's forced them to make a number of errors, some of them unforced.
As we go into the referee's optional time.
Crucial scrum here. Hammies certainly need to sort out their problems in the scrum.
Big push there from Hammies. Parvata peeling off the scrum there.
Referee will certainly be under pressure here to make a few calls, but seems like Kaname has put that one out. Kaname has put that one out, and time is not up yet, so
and
big chance here for Hammies.
Remember, we've had quite a few stoppages, so what the stadium clock says and what our clock isn't the actual referee's time.
Well, I think, Nick, we're going to look back at this moment. Here's an error by Kaname, giving Hammies a chance. Line out on the 5-meter line. Let's see whether they can come away with points here. Irjafulyan gets the ball.
The young 19-year-old. What a star he's been for Hammies this season. As Hammies set up now.
Aubrey Kutsia wrapped up there. Louis Null. Will he set up another few phases? Here's Robeck. Was that Martinez taking it up? Oh. Well, that's a penalty in a very kickable position, Nick.
The ref wanting to go and have a word with his assistant.
Wesley Holtman, the assistant referee, walking over to have a word with the referee.
Wesley, the AR, who's actually studying to be a doctor. So he's got surgical view of that incident.
Well, this is going to be a crucial call with time up on the clock. The penalty was originally awarded to Hammies. Let's see if the referee sticks with that decision or if there was potentially another incident. It seems like one of the Unimil players is being called over. This could be a big moment in the game, Nick.
Ref having stern words there, and he's going to the pocket. Oh
And
my
it's
word,
a
it's a
red
red.
card.
I wonder what on earth would have happened for a red.
It's a red card and a massive moment in this game.
And the player is visibly distraught.
A massive moment in the Super League A season. Right here at Hamilton's, a red card, I believe.
We're just trying to find out who has.
Trying to see the number there. It's number 4. And that'll be
Hendricks.
Hendricks getting a red card. We're not entirely sure what that was for, but Unimil down to 14 men for the remainder of this game. This is going to be a crucial time for Hammies to see if they can get points just before half-time to narrow that gap.
This is the opening that Hammies have needed. Held up, and will that be half-time? And the ref takes us to half-time. What a journey it's been this first half.
Well, what a half it's been. There's been a cup final atmosphere all around the Greenpoint Common here today. Certainly with what happened in the semi-final and here at the Stephan Oval as well, where Unimil deservedly lead by 11 points to 3. But the spanner in the works, Nick, a red card just on half-time for Hendricks, the lock.
Well, the same happened to the Stormers. They got a red card and they won the game. So we'll see some similarities between Cape Town Stadium and the Stephan Oval. As we go into half-time, we just want to thank our sponsors, the various sponsors who've brought this live broadcast to all our viewers around the globe. Thorpe Motor Group, Forward Apparel, Strasbourg Comfortable Shoes, Carepu, Vasco da Gama, Saggy Stone for the best burgers on the strip, Decro Paints, Ama Boko Boko, and Aramax. All proud sponsors of Hamilton's Sea Point Rugby Football Club.
At Decro
Decro, we
Paints,
bring your
we're
world
always
to
bringing
to
paint
colour.
to life by manufacturing and developing innovative quality products for our customers. This constant innovation brings you the Decro Enviro range, the greenest coating range in Africa.
Our commitment to be an environmentally responsible company is what drives our product development team. We are passionate about what we do, and our innovative green products reflect that.
The Decro Enviro range represents our dedication to caring for the environment and our customers.
As architects, we have a responsibility to our clients and the environment, and to know that we are specifying high quality paints without any harmful chemicals, and contributing to a greener planet is definitely a win-win for us.
Decro's environmentally friendly promise, the Decro Daisy, assures you that the Decro product you're buying has no harmful substances. The Decro Enviro range consists of plaster and masonry primer, an alkali-resistant primer and sealer for use on new plaster, crete stone, fiber cement, and alkaline surfaces, which provides excellent sealing properties, suitable for interior and exterior porous surfaces such as asbestos, fiber cement, plaster, bricks, cement, and various types of composition boarding. Hydrotex, a high-quality, light-textured coating that covers plaster imperfections, surface defects, and bridges hairline cracks. It allows a protective barrier against extreme weather elements on exterior walls. Pure Velvet, a premium quality interior exterior velvet coating with a low sheen finish which is washable, stain resistant, and has excellent durability and high opacity. Decro Pure Velvet can be applied to new primed cement plaster walls, fiberboard, gypsum plaster, ceiling boards, and suitably primed metal and wood. Exterior guard. An exceptionally high quality, fiber reinforced, flexible, waterproof exterior coating with a low sheen. Decro exterior guard bridges hairline cracks, has excellent durability and outstanding waterproofing properties. Non-drip enamel. A water-based, non-yellowing interior-exterior enamel which is highly durable and washable, which dries to an attractive low sheen finish. Ideal for furniture and all suitably primed wooden trim. Ripple Touch. A high quality, heavy textured coating that covers plaster imperfections, surface defects and bridges hairline cracks. Ideal for application to exterior surfaces. Pure Matte Acrylic. A premium quality interior-exterior matte coating which is highly washable, stain resistant and has excellent durability and high opacity. Decro Pure Matte Acrylic can be applied to new primed cement plaster walls, fiberboard, gypsum plaster, ceiling boards and suitably primed metal and wood. The Decro Enviro range, the greenest coating range in Africa.
Can we return? Cool. You'll have to wait and listen. We aim to please. Love it. And as the second half gets underway here, young Idrich Viljoen with the catch, Aubrey Kutsia with the run on. Now passing through onto Super Mario. McLaughlin now tackled. Hammy is definitely feeling the ascendancy here. This encounter's really notched up a bit in intensity. Captain Kutsia with a strong run through there. Louis Nell onto Scott. Scott not going down easily. Now onto Einsteenkamp. Onto Kutsi. Kutsi. Oh, he just carries on and on like a battering ram. Now Einsteenkamp with a kick, but charged down. And the ref will take us back.
Yes, Nick, it seems like a penalty for an earlier infringement, high tackle, as the second half starts. The lights are on here at Hammy's. It's a festive crowd.
Saturday Night Lights, live. I don't know, Unimil seemingly losing their composure of the first half. Heinz Sienkamp now looking to set up the lineouts.
Well, the question is, can Hammies exploit the red card just before half-time, which was dished out to Hendricks, the number 4 lock, and Hammies with a 15-14 advantage for just over 40 minutes here. Can they exploit that?
Oh, good line out there. Louis Nell now spreads it wide. And Basson takes a lot to stop him. They've been spraying the ball like good old Decro paint here, Uncle Adrian.
A great carry there by Friedelweich. He's been charged down. Louis Nell charged down by